In the warm and well-lit confines of his room, Winston Churchill sat at his desk as he carefully read the letter before him. The letter belonged to Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. You are reported to have a desire to crush the simple, naked fakir. I have been long trying to be a fakir, and that too, naked. I approach you then as such, and ask you to trust and to use me for the sake of your people and mine, and through them those of the world. Gandhi's words served as a reminder of the potential for unity, even in the face of adversity, and the power of trust to shape the course of history. Welcome to Asia Obscura. Before we begin, please like, share and subscribe for more obscure Asian stories. Today we embark on a journey through the annals of history to unravel the complex relationship between two iconic figures, Mahatma Gandhi and Winston Churchill. Our story begins in the late 19th century, a time when the world was a vastly different place. In India, tensions simmered under the weight of British colonial rule. Meet Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Born in 1869 in the coastal town of Porbandar, India, Gandhi at the time was known to his friends as Mohan. Came from a modest background but was a curious soul, always looking to gain more knowledge. He followed a path that would soon become clear to him. It all started in London, where he studied law. But it was his time in South Africa that changed him. He saw the discrimination faced by Indian immigrants there and felt that it needed to change. That's when the spark ignited. That's when he realized his path was one of activism. Gandhi didn't have weapons to fight the British. He didn't need any. His belief in the power of non-violence to bring about social and political change was revolutionary in and of itself. The non-cooperation movement marked a turning point. Gandhi called upon Indians to resist British rule through non-violent means, like boycotting British goods and institutions. Millions across India joined this mass protest. But perhaps the most iconic moment in this journey was the Salt March of 1930. India was burdened by British-imposed salt taxes. Gandhi led a 240-mile trek to the Arabian Sea, where he and his followers made their own salt in defiance of British law. The Salt March became a symbol of resistance, a peaceful act that spoke volumes. It was a turning point in the fight for independence, and it captured the world's attention. One of Churchill's main arguments against Indian independence was his belief that India was a diverse nation. He feared that if the British left, India would descend into religious and sectarian violence. He famously referred to Mahatma Gandhi as a seditious Middle Temple lawyer, expressing his contempt for Gandhi and his followers. Let's talk about World War II for a second. Winston Churchill, who had risen to the position of Prime Minister in Britain, found himself at the helm of a nation facing the brutal onslaught of Nazi Germany. But across the oceans in India, Mahatma Gandhi was pursuing a different path. As the war raged on, Gandhi launched the Quit India movement in 1942, a campaign demanding an end to British colonial rule. Churchill's response to Gandhi's Quit India movement was uncompromising. He viewed it as a threat to the war effort and responded with forceful measures to suppress the movement. As India achieved independence in 1947, Mahatma Gandhi, the guiding force behind India's freedom struggle, had lived to see his dream of a free India become a reality. For him, this was a moment of euphoria. Gandhi's vision for post-independence India was rooted in his principles of non-violence, religious tolerance, and social justice. He fervently believed in the idea of a united, harmonious India where everyone would coexist peacefully. But for Winston Churchill, this was a moment of mixed emotions. His opposition to Indian independence was well documented. Yet, as a pragmatic statesman, Churchill had to change with the times. With India now independent, Gandhi's legacy remains a symbol of unwavering commitment to non-violence, justice, and a struggle for civil rights. His principles continue to inspire movements for freedom and equality around the world. On the other hand, Churchill's legacy is marked by his leadership during World War II, guiding Britain through its darkest hours. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Asia Obscura. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have your own stories to share or topics you'd like us to explore, please feel free to leave a comment. Until next time, stay curious, stay passionate, and stay tuned.